Connectors list in English. Connectors about opinion. I think. I believe. I feel. In my opinion. In my view. As far as I know. It seems likely. It seems to me. In my experience. As far as I'm concerned. I tend to think that. As far as I understand. Connectors about sequence. Firstly. Firstly. Secondly. Secondly. Third. Third. Then. Then. Next. Next. Afterwards. Afterwards. Finally. Finally. Eventually. Eventually. Previously. Previously. After that. After that. Meanwhile. Meanwhile. Sequently. Sequently. Connectors about addition. And. Also. Also. In addition. In addition. Further. Further. Furthermore. Furthermore. As well as. As well as. And then. And then. Two. Two. Besides. Besides. In addition to. In addition to. Moreover. Moreover. Additionally. Additionally. Not only, but also. Not only, but also. Then. Then. Again. Again. Finally. Finally. Connectors about emphasis. Above all. Especially. More importantly. Indeed. Significantly. Notably. In particular. In fact. To be sure. Truly. Actually. In reality. As it happens. For sure. For sure. We could say. Undeniably. Connectors about contrast. However. However. Nevertheless. Alternatively. Despite this. On the contrary. Yet. Yet. Whereas. Whereas. Apart from. Apart from. Even so. Even so. Although. Although. In spite of. In spite of. While. While. Connectors about conclusion. To conclude. To conclude. In conclusion. In conclusion. Finally. Finally. On the whole. On the whole. Summarizing. summarizing, overall, overall, to sum up, to sum up, evidently, evidently, connectors about comparison, equally, as with, likewise, in the same way, similarly, like, of contrast. Despite this, in comparison, in contrast, even though. Connectors about illustration. For example, such as, for instance, in other words, an instance, as revealed by, to show that, in the case of, as an example, for one thing. Connectors about cause and effect. Because, because, since, for, so, consequently, therefore, thus, hence, owing to, as a result of, causes, as a consequence of, leads to. Connectors about opinion. I believe that. As for me, I think. I might be wrong, but I am of mixed opinions about on this. If I am not mistaken. What I mean is, I'd say that personally, I think, speaking for myself, connectors about persuasion. Of course. Clearly. Evidently. Surely. Indeed. Undoubtedly. Decidedly. Certainly. For this reason. Besides. Again.